Hello and welcome back, everybody. It's Daniel again. I'm back in the King James Version in Genesis, and we are reading from there, and we're going to start verse 40 and kind of work our way from there. But again, just kind of like stop where it is, where I'm seeing things, or if I need to look stuff up, you'll see me stop. As well as if you have any comments or, how maybe a different point of view, please feel free to post. So I'm going to start at 40, kind of work my way down again, and then, let's get to it. And it came to pass after these things that the butler of the king of Egypt and his baker had offended their lord, the king of Egypt. And Pharaoh was wroth against two of his officers, against the chief of butlers and against the chief of bakers. And he put them in a ward in a house of the captain of the guard into the prison, the place where Joseph was bound. And the captain of the guard charged Joseph with them, and he served them, and they continued a season in ward. Everybody's warring with everybody, man. Doesn't make sense, does it? Just fucking wars and wars. Let's see, yep, okay. And they dreamed a dream, both of them, each man his dream in one night, each man according to their interpretation of his dream, the butler and the baker of the king of Egypt, which were born in the prison. And Joseph came in unto them in the morning, and looked upon them, and behold, they were sad. And he asked the Pharaoh's officers that were with him in the ward of his lord's house, saying, Wherefore look ye so sadly today? And they said unto him, We have dreamed a dream, and there is no interpreter of it. And Joseph said unto them, Do not interpretations belong to God? Then tell me then, I pray you. And the chief butler told his dream to Joseph, and said to him, In my dream, behold, a vine was before me, and the vine were 3 branches, and it was as though it budded, and her blossoms shot forth, and the clusters thereof brought forth ripe grapes. And Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, and I took the grapes and pressed them into Pharaoh's cup, and I gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand. And Joseph said unto him, This is the interpretation of it. The 3 branches are 3 days. Yet within 3 days shall Pharaoh lift up thine head, and restore thee into thy place. And thou shalt deliver Pharaoh's cup into his hand, after the former manner when thou was his butler. But think on me when it shall be with thee, and shew kindness, I pray thee, unto me, and make mention of me unto Pharaoh, and bring me out of his house. So I interpreted this for you. So you just put in a good name for me, a good word. That'd be good. That's great. For indeed I was stolen away out of the land of the Hebrews, and here also I have done nothing that they should put me in the dungeon. When the chief baker saw that the interpretation was good, he said unto Joseph, I also was in my dream, and behold, I have 3 white baskets on my head. And in the uppermost basket there was all manner of baked meats for Pharaoh, and the birds did eat them out of the basket upon my head. And Joseph answered and said, This is the interpretation thereof. 3 baskets are 3 days. Yet within 3 days shall Pharaoh lift up thy head from off thee, and shall hang thee on a tree, and the birds shall eat thy flesh from off thee. Wow. So hey, you got 3 days. That's all. Your life's kind of over in 3 days, buddy. Yeah, within 3 days okay, there we go. And it came to pass the 3rd day, which was Pharaoh's birthday, that he made a feast unto all his servants. And he lifted up the head of the chief butler and of the chief baker amongst his servants. And he restored the chief butler unto his butlership again, and he gave the cup unto Pharaoh's hand. And he hanged the chief baker, as Joseph had interpreted to them. Yet not the chief butler remembered Joseph, but forgat him. forget him. No, so we completely forgot him. And it came to pass at the end of 2 full years that the Pharaoh dreamed, and behold, he stood by a river, and behold, there came up out of the river 7 well-favored kine and fat-fleshed, and they were fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kine came up after them out of the river, ill-favored and lean-fleshed, and stood by the other kine upon the brink of the river. And the ill-favored and lean-fleshed kine did eat up the 7 and well-favored and fat kine. So Pharaoh awoke, and he slept and dreamed the second time. And behold, 7 ears of corn came up, 1 stalk, rank and good. And behold, 7 thin ears, and blasted with the east wind sprung after them. So obviously some kind of like vision that he's having. And the 7 thin ears devoured the 7 rank and full ears. And Pharaoh awoke, and behold, it was a dream. And it came to pass in the morning that his spirit was troubled. And he sent and called for all magicians of Egypt, and all wise men thereof. And Pharaoh told them his dream, but there was none that could interpret them unto Pharaoh. Then spake the chief butler unto Pharaoh, saying, I do remember my faults this day. Pharaoh was wroth with his servants, and he put me in ward in the captain of the guard's house, both me and the chief baker. And we dreamed a dream in one night, and I and he, we dreamed each man according to the interpretations of his dream. And there was there with us a young man, a Hebrew servant to the captain of the guard, and we told him, and he interpreted to us our dreams. To each man according to his dream he did interpret. And it came to pass, as he interpreted to us, so it was. Me he restored unto mine office, and him he hanged. The Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon, and shaved himself, and changed his raiment, and came unto Pharaoh. So he come and clean him up. That's what I'm saying. He probably stunk. Could you imagine being down there? Wonder if they gave him anything to eat. Maybe. Can't do much with an empty belly. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it. And I have heard say of thee, that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it. And Joseph answered the Pharaoh, saying, It is not in me. God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, In my dream, behold, I stood upon the bank of a river. And behold, there came up out of the river 7 kine, fat-fleshed and well-favored, and they fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kine came up after them, poor and ill-favored and lean-fleshed, such as I never saw in the land of Egypt for badness. And the lean and the ill-favored kine did eat up the first 7 fat kine. And and when they had eaten them up, it could not be known that they had eaten them, but they were still ill-favored, as at the beginning. So I awoke. And I saw in my dream, and behold, 7 ears came up in 1 stalk, full and good. And behold, 7 ears withered, thin, and blasted with the east wind, sprung up after them. And the thin ears devoured the 7 good ears. And I told this unto the magicians, but there was none of them that could declare it to me. And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, The dream of Pharaoh is one. God hath showed Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good kine are 7 years, and the 7 good ears are 7 years. The dream is one. And the 7 thin and ill-favored kine came up after the 7 years, and the 7 empty ears blasted with east wind shall be 7 years of famine. Then this thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh, what God is about to do, he showeth unto Pharaoh. Behold, there come 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Egypt, and there shall arise after the 7 years of famine, and all plenty shall be forgotten of the land of Egypt, and the famine shall consume the land. It's very dark. Oh. Yeah, same page. Cool. Got it. And the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of that famine following, for it shall be very grievous. And for that the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because a thing is established by God, and God will surely bring it to pass. Now therefore let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and send him over to the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up fifth part of the land of Egypt in the seventh plenteous years, yeah. And let them gather all the food for those good years and that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities, that the food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. So they're trying to plan for it. This famine that's going to happen for 7 years. So, I don't know, man. I know there's a lot of famine in this. So, let's see what happens. And the thing was good in the eyes of the Pharaoh and the eyes of all his servants. And Pharaoh said unto his servants, Can we find such one that is, a man whom in spirit of God is? And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, Forasmuch as God hath showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art. Thou shalt be over my house, and according unto thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in the throne will I be greater than you. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, See, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand, and put it upon Joseph's hand, and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen, and put gold chain around his neck. He made him to ride in the second chariot which he had, and they had cried before him, Bow the knee, and he made him rule over all the land of Egypt. So, because he predicted this, and he's been right, he made him king. But they gotta get that famine taken care of. And Pharaoh called Joseph's name, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. Hold on. Zaphenath-paneah. And he gave to him a wife. Okay, I'm not finding it, so I'm just going to move past and go. Okay, and Joseph went out all over the land of Egypt, and Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And Joseph went out from the presence of Pharaoh, and went throughout all the land of Egypt, and in 7 plenteous years of earth brought forth by handfuls. And he gathered up all the food for the 7 years which were in the land of Egypt, and laid up the food in the cities, the food of the field which was around about every city laid up in the same. And Joseph gathered corn as the sand of the sea. It's weird. Very much until he left numbering, for it was without number. And unto Joseph were born 2 sons before the years of famine came, which the daughter of the priest of On bare unto him. And Joseph called the name of his firstborn Manasseh? I'm going to look that up. Manasseh. Well, that's good to know. For God, said he, hath made me forget all my toil and all my father's house. And the name of the second called he Ephraim, for God hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction. And the 7 years of plenteousness that was within the land of Egypt were ended, and the 7 years of dearth began to come, according as Joseph had said. And the dearth was in all the lands, but in all the land of Egypt there was bread. And when all the land of Egypt was famished, the people cried to Pharaoh for bread. And Pharaoh said unto all the Egyptians, Go unto Joseph, what he saith to you, do. And the famine was over all the face of the earth. And Joseph opened all the storehouses, and sold unto Egypt shins. And the famine waxed store in the land of Egypt. And all countries came into Egypt to Joseph for to buy corn, because that the famine was so sore in all the lands. So at least they planned. Hopefully there's enough. I'm hoping there's enough. Now when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, Why do ye look upon one another? And he said, Behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get you down thither, and buy it for us from thence, that we may live and not die. It's a good idea. Let's go get some corn so we don't have to die. Okay. And Joseph's 10 brethren went down to buy corn in Egypt. But Benjamin, Joseph's brother, Jacob sent not with his brethren, for he said, Lest peradventure mischief befall him. The sons of Israel came to buy corn among those that came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan. And Joseph was the governor over the land. And it was that sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brethren came and bowed down before him with their faces to the earth. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them, and spake roughly unto them. And he said unto them, Whence come ye? And they said, From the land of Canaan to buy food. And Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew not him. And Joseph remembered the dreams which he had dreamed of them, and said unto them, Ye are spies. To seek the nakedness of a lady of the land are ye come. And he said unto them, Nay, my lord, but to buy food they are thy servants come. We are all one man's sons. We are true men. Thy servants are no spies. And he said unto them, Nay, but I do see the nakedness of the land ye are come. And they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren, and the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is this day with our father, and one is not. And Joseph said unto them, That is it, that I spake unto you, saying, Ye are spies. Hereby ye shall be proved by the life of the Pharaoh, shall not go forth hence, except your youngest brother come hither. So I am guessing he's not going to let him in, but he let the little one in, the youngest brother in to buy the corn. That's like, okay. Hereby ye shall be, okay, got that one. Send one of you, and let him fetch your brother, and ye shall be kept in prison, that your words may be proved, whether there be any truth in you, or else by the life of the Pharaoh surely ye are spies. And he put them all together into ward 3 days. And Joseph said unto them the 3rd day, This do, and live, for I fear God. If ye be true men, let one of your brethren be bound in the house of your prison. Go ye, carry corn for the famine to your houses. But bring the youngest brother unto me, so shall your words be verified, and ye shall not die. And they did so. So it's like, we're just turning back corn. Nope, you're spies. I know you're spies because I can feel it. Only bring your little brother. He can buy the corn. That's fine. And they said to one another, We are verily guilty concerning our brother, and that we saw the anguish of his soul when he besought us, and we would not hear, therefore is distress come upon us. And Reuben answered them, saying, Spake I not unto you, saying, Do not sin against the child, and ye would not hear? Therefore, behold, also his blood is required. And they knew not that Joseph understood them, for he spake unto them as by an interpreter. And he turned himself about from them, and wept, and returned to them again, and communed with them, and took for them Simeon, and bound him before their eyes. That Joseph commanded to fill their sacks with corn, and to restore every man's money into his sack, and to give them provisions for the way. And thus did he unto them. And they laded their asses with corn, and departed thence. And as one of them opened his sack to give his ass provender, in the end he espied his money, for behold, it was in the sack's mouth. And he said unto his brethren, My money is restored, and lo, it is even in my sack. And their heart failed them, and they were afraid, saying one to another, What is this that God hath done unto us? And came unto Jacob their father unto the land of Canaan, and told him that all befell unto them, saying, The man who was the Lord of the land spake roughly to us, and took us for spies of the country. And we said unto him, We are true men, we are no spies. We be 12 brethren, sons of our father, one is not, and the youngest is this day with our father in the land of Canaan. And the man, the Lord of the country, said unto us, Hereby shall I know that ye are true men. Leave one of your brethren here with me, and take food for your famine, for the famine of your households, and be gone. And bring your youngest brother unto me, then shall I know that ye are no spies, but that ye are true men. So I will deliver you your brother, and he shall traffic in the land. And it came to pass, as they emptied their sacks, that behold, every man's bundle of money was in his sack. And when both they and their father saw the bundles of money, they were afraid. And Jacob their father said unto them, May have ye bereaved of my children? Joseph is not, and Simon is not, and ye will take Benjamin away. All the things are against me. And Reuben spake unto his father, saying, Slay my 2 sons, if I bring him not to thee. Deliver him into my hand, and I will bring him to thee again. And he said, My son shall not go down with you, for his brother is dead, and he is left alone. If mischief befall him by the way in which ye go, then ye shall bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave. So basically, what I'm seeing is Joseph, he already knew. He's like, I'm going to give him this impossible task. Because he was planning this the entire time. I'm going to give him this impossible task. I know they're not going to be able to, they're not going to be able to accomplish. Just because. So he's stooping to their level. But I guess he can because, the amount of power that Pharaoh gave him. But it doesn't make it right. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. But that's all for tonight, everybody. I will see y'all tomorrow. And y'all have a good night. Thank you for joining me. We'll see y'all next time.